Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I want to say happy holidays to everybody. I wanted to make this first video and just kind of update everybody, not update, what the heck, just kind of share, you know, my life in a way. So anyway, so it's from the title, you guys can see. Guys, okay, so I use the clear mascara and I put it on my eyebrows and they feel so taped down to my face. Like, I don't even think you can see it, but it feels like they're like, but anyways, so this is my first video. I guess what this would be like my first pregnancy vlog. I don't know, I guess vlog. I have no idea. You guys always know that every time I do a vlog, I'm like, I don't even know what that means. But anyways, sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm always out of breath now. It's raining out there and my window is open because the heater's on and I'm hot now. So I'm like, I have to open the window. I'm lazy to go downstairs and get my asthma medicine. And anyways, you guys. So yeah, this is my first video. So let's just kind of talk about like, I'm pregnant. I did post it on my social media. I did find out, you guys, a while ago. I found out, hold on, let me be professional. So I found out back in September that we were pregnant, which I didn't know that I didn't even think that I was, because it didn't cross my mind like the other times. It wasn't like planned, it just happened. I don't know when it happened. We both didn't know when it happened. We were trying to figure it out. I have no idea when it happened. So that's like, you know, in itself like a miracle, because we're like, okay. And okay, mind you, in September I was supposed to go to Disneyland. Oh no, I did go to Disneyland. So I was like, I cannot be pregnant, like I cannot get pregnant, I cannot get, and something in my mind, I guess, like knew, but because I was like, oh, I cannot, hold on you guys, this shirt, it's like weird. I was like, I cannot get pregnant, like at all, like, you know, because I need to get on these rides, like I better not be. It just, I guess it was in my mind, I guess my body knew, but like I didn't, whatever, I didn't know. So I was like, I can't, because I'm going to Disneyland and I gotta get on these rides. And I would like jokingly be like, oh, you know, like I better not even be pregnant because like I need to get on these rides and blah blah blah. And then it was like my period, like, oh, my period better not show up that day that we go or that week, because I'm trying to have fun, like I'm trying to, you know, like get on these rides and like, you know, like not worry about anything. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And one day I was going to work. This was like when I was doing like DoorDash stuff, and Eric had our remote to open the gate. So I would always call him and be like, hey, can you open the gate, because I need to get out. And so he would come and like open the gate for me, and we would always say like come by or whatever. And he was like, oh, are you supposed to get your period? And I was like, yeah, I don't know, yes, no. I was like, I don't think so. And he was like, oh, okay. I don't know why he had asked me that. I don't remember. I don't know, I have no idea. But he, like, because on the phone that he has, like, my period app is on there, my period tracker is on there. So I don't know if he looked at it, I have no idea. And so I was like, huh, that's a great question. I was like, but I'm not pregnant though, because like I'm going to Disneyland, you know, like look. So he pulls out the phone and I was like, look and check. I was like, I was supposed to get it until like, I don't know. So I looked and I was like 2 days late, and I was like, oh, that's totally fine. Like, you know, like there's always at least once a year where I'm like a week late or something. And yeah, so I went to work, you know, whatever, everything's normal, fine, whatever. I didn't think about it. I was like, whatever. But then I just started noticing like Otis was craving like smoothies, like Jamba Juice, and then like sandwiches, like Subway, whatever. I remember talking to one of my cousins, and she joked and was like, you're pregnant, bitch. I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm just hella hungry. Like, I'm about to go to Disneyland and blah, 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 Disneyland, you know, whatever. So then like the days go on and on and on, and I'm like, huh, it's been a week. It should be here. And so then Eric's like, are you pregnant? I was like, no, I'm not, dude. Like, it's just late. Like, I've been late before. Like, at least once a year. Like, it's late, whatever. So he's like, maybe you should just take a test. I'm like, if I'm still, I was like, if it hasn't gotten here like in a couple of days, like I might as well just take one. But I was like, I'm not, Jesus, you cannot do this to me right now. Like, I'm going to Disneyland. Like, I'm going to freaking Disneyland. So then yeah, the days passed by, and so he calls me and he's like, you should buy a test. And I was like, I should. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll buy a test. And I was working, and so I was like, all right. So I stopped at Target and I was like, mind you, I didn't pay attention. I just grabbed the one, and it was like a digital one. What the heck? Look at my hair. It was like the one that has like the little lines, and then the digital one, I guess, is like confirmation. So I was like, okay, let me just grab this. I didn't even know what the hell it was. So grabbed it, went home, left it there. I was like, oh, I got a test. He's like, oh, okay, you should take it. I was like, yeah, I'll just take it later or whatever. Like, I didn't even care about it. So then I was like, and I remember laying down, and I told him something like, I was like, hey, can you massage my feet? My feet hella hurt. Because I think that day I was like doing like a lot of deliveries, and I was like, my feet hurt. And he was like, it's not like you're pregnant. And I was like, yeah. I was like, you used to do it all the time when I was pregnant. So I was like, I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you? And he was like, whatever. And I don't know what the hell. And he was like, you're not pregnant. I was like, you know what? I'll be right back. So mind you, I took this damn test just to see if I was, so I could get my feet rubbed. Okay. And so here I go. And so I took it, and I did both of them. Did I do both of them? I think I did do both of them. And so then I just walked back to the room, and I put the test on the little side table, or I gave it to him. I can't remember. And I just laid down again, and I was like, well, if I am, you better massage my feet. Which, mind you, I was like, I'm not going to get shit because my, you know, whatever. My feet are not going to get massaged because I'm not. But then at the same time, I was like, oh, can you just please rub my feet? Like, that's it. Like, I'm not asking for nothing else. You know what I mean? So I look at it, and I was like, oh. And I went like that, and I was like, oh my God. Because I got up. Okay, I got up, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh my God. And he was like, are you? And I was like, no. And he's like, you're not? And I was like, no, thank God. And I was like, so I gave it to him, and he's like, wait, you are? And I was like, oh, dude, I'm going to Disneyland. Like, mind you, this whole worry was Disneyland. It's like, I'm going to Disneyland, bro. Like, I can't even get on these damn rides. You know what I mean? And I was so depressed, and I was so mad. And I was like, you know what? I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed because I just want to get on these fucking rides and do whatever the hell I want to. And so then, you know, the other one came out like, yes. And I was like, all right. He's like, okay, I'll massage your feet. And I was like, and then I just went to sleep. I was like, oh my God, like, this is so unreal. Like, this is a dream, whatever. And then, yeah. And then I was like, I don't even know how to tell my mom. Like, I felt like a 16-year-old because I was like, you know, like, I had already had like 2 miscarriages. And I was like, I don't want to tell anybody. Like, I don't want anybody to know. Like, I just didn't want anybody to know anything. Nothing. You know, because I'm like, I'd rather, like, wait until I pass, like, that time and then, like, whatever. But then, like, I have to tell my mom. Like, I have to tell my mom just in case something does happen. And I'm like, she needs to know, you know, whatever. So I ended up telling my mom, like, I went to work the next day. I was like, I gotta go to work. And I still went to work and everything because I was like, I'm just driving around, like, dropping off stuff, whatever. So, like, I was fine. I just gotta make sure I drink a lot of water. So went to work, and so I told my mom. Either I told her the next day or the next day. I can't remember, because he was like making fun of me because he's like, did you tell her? And I was like, no, I didn't. Like, leave me alone, dude. And so then I was like, did you tell your mom? And he was like, no, whatever. So then I finally told my mom, and she's like, she thought I was like telling her, like, what if I was, you know? And then I was like, girl, I'm telling, like, I am. Like, I didn't even know how to tell her, like, seriously, you know, like, I don't know. She's like, okay. And then, of course, I got lectured, like, did you ever even got, like, your what's it called? Your vientre sobado. And I was like, no, I didn't, ma'am, because I was not trying to get pregnant. I was going to go and think about, you know what I mean? So, like, no, I didn't. And she's like, you were supposed to. And I was like, yeah, but that's if I was planning, like, if I wanted to, you know what I mean? And whatever. So then she lectured me about that I was supposed to do that because, you know, like, whatever. And I was like, okay, fine, is whatever, lady. So then yeah, so that's how I found out I was pregnant for the 3rd time. And so I was like, okay, like, I don't want to say anything, like, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. And I told my mom not to say shit. I mean, I didn't tell her that until I found out she had told, like, other people. And I was like, ma'am, don't tell anybody anything, like, just don't say nothing. Like, just don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? So then yeah, and then I went to Disneyland, and I was so mad because I was like, I can't get out on any of these rides really, because I was scared, you know. I was like, okay, what if I like get nauseous or like this or like that? And I probably did get on some rides, like the little ones. They're all little, right? Not the big ones. I clearly didn't. I talk too much, so I get super thirsty when I talk in general, anyways, but now even worse. So that happened, and so yeah, and then we just went about our day, and then like I just didn't want to say anything to anybody, and I was actually not going to say anything to anybody until I was like, until this baby is born. And mind you, like, it's just been like super scary in the back of my mind, because it's like you just don't know. And I was so worried about everything. Like I was like, okay, like I need to like call the doctor, call the nurse, call whatever, like if anything happens, any feeling, any sensation, any situation, I needed to call. So I did end up going to my first appointment right after LA. When I came back home, made an appointment. They're like, okay, you can come in, whatever. Went to go get my what's it called, my approval, my confirmation. I was like, do I need to, like, I don't understand why do, oh, okay, whatever, I need a confirmation to tell you this when I literally took a test, whatever. So I went to go do that. Then I had an appointment in San Diego, Chula Vista. In Chula Vista I had an appointment. Oh, guys, the doctor was amazing. The doctor was a guy, and he was like some young white guy, like super cool. And I was like, oh my god, I really like you. And but the machine that they had was literally like out of paper, so he couldn't even give me a copy, a little like a picture, you know, because he was like, I'm out of paper. And I was like, ghetto. And it was like from the 90s. I'm like, bro, you need to get an updated machine, because this looks like what my mom had to use when I was, you know, when she had me, when she was having me. And then well, yeah, and he was super cool, you know. And he was like, you know, he asked me like my history, like, you know, have you been pregnant, you know, this basic information, you know, like what they ask you. And so he was gonna send me to, he actually sent me to like a specialist to see like why I guess I had 2 miscarriages. And then yeah, and then I never went to the second appointment because I ended up going to California here. And then I ended up getting my insurance through my employer. And so then I started seeing somebody else, and yeah, she's been cool so far. I've had like 2 appointments. I thought one was a waste of my time, but they just heard the baby's heartbeat. The other one, they did kind of like a quick checkup since I had never been there. They did like questions. They asked me questions, and so I did tell them, I was like, hey, you know, they were gonna send me to a specialist, blah 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 blah. And they're like, why? I was like, because I had 2 miscarriages, ma'am. Like, the book, I'm telling you. And she was like, oh, okay, whatever. And so she's like, no, you're fine, you're healthy, you're this and that. And I was like, okay, because, you know, in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna need like a cerclage situation. They're going to tell me like I'm gonna stay home, I can't do anything, like, you know, that's what I thought it was gonna be like. But then she's like, nope, you seem fine, like the baby's fine and you're fine and your cervix is closed and blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay. And so I did end up going to the ER twice because I had cramps. So I was like, I need to go. I ended up going to the doctors once, like, because I was like, I'm having this pain, blah, blah, blah. So I did go. So I've been on it, and we passed 18 weeks. What am I talking about? Sorry. 13 weeks. We passed 13 weeks. And then, yeah, everything kind of went smooth after that. And haven't felt anything crazy, pain or anything. Just kind of like a little bit discomfort here and there. But other than that, like, nothing that I needed to call the doctor. And so the last time I saw my doctor, I was like, hey, ma'am, like, am I high risk or whatever? She's like, no, you're not. She's like, why? And I was like, ma'am, I don't know, because like the book, I was like, well, I've had 2 miscarriages. And so, you know, she's like, well, no. She's like, you're not considered a high risk because you don't have any issues. You're healthy, you're young. And I was like, well, I'm hella old, but okay. You know, you're young and everything is coming back like normal. Your blood work is all normal. The baby's fine. There's a heartbeat, you know, this and this. And it's like, okay, you know, like, because like, to tell you the truth, I'll talk about this later. Like, you know, all the fears that you feel and the things that have been like in my mind, and like things that I haven't done and things that I have done. But yeah, I can talk about that. And yeah, so it's just, you know, I just wanted to talk about this, I guess, like finding out that I was pregnant, so you guys know too. And now we are, sorry, but the way they calculate this baby situation is so annoying, because guys, I swear to God, I will find something that's annoying everywhere. So I guess based on my period, I'm like 18 weeks and some days or whatever. But because they have measured the baby like so many times, because I've gone to the ER, gone to, like, you know what I mean? And so every time it's like, it measures like, it's called like a week ahead. So I was like, I'm going to go off of that, because y'all don't even know when the hell I was pregnant, because I don't even know when the hell I got pregnant. So we're going to go off of what this child is looking like. So if you know, I'm going off of the measurement that they gave me. So as of measurement, I'm like 19 weeks and some days. So like a week ahead, which I'm like, that's totally fine. Like whatever, you know? But yeah, the good thing is that I've lost weight, which is amazing to me. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I keep looking outside because it just looks so gray and like so ugly. It's raining, it's super windy, it's horrible, like it's horrible. But anyways, and I'm sitting really weird, so it's uncomfortable right now, and I'm like, I don't know why I decided to stay right here. Like, it's so uncomfortable. I don't know, I shouldn't have done this way, you know, but whatever. I learned my lesson. Don't do it this way. I gotta figure it out. But anyways, I didn't want to do it on that side because it was a mess. So I was like, okay, I'll sit here because my light is right here. But anyways, yeah, you guys, symptoms I've had, I think maybe the first 13 weeks, the only thing that, no, I'm lying. First 13 weeks, I was fine. I was fine. Like, I didn't really have anything. Just as, like, you know, your normal situations, like sore breastitis, tiredness, like I get tired a little bit fast. I got a little tired faster, thirsty, that's about it. I didn't have any cravings or anything. And then once I did pass the 13, actually maybe for 2 weeks before 13 weeks, I was having like heartburn, which was like, okay, I was like, okay, I'm ready, because last pregnancy I had so much heartburn. Like, I literally ate Tums like candy, because I would eat anything and I would get heartburn. I would drink water and I would get heartburn. Like, it was crazy. So I was like, okay, I'm ready. I went to go buy like this big ass bottle of Tums, and I was like, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. So I shouldn't be cussing because I'm practicing not to cussing. Anyways, I'm trying. So then after 13 weeks, I like maybe 2 weeks after that, like right after 13, like literally maybe 14 weeks, I don't know, a lot of smells started making me like sick, like, oh no, get away from me. And I was like, please don't tell me I'm gonna start getting sick now, because I didn't want to eat certain things, like they kind of grossed me out. And I was like, oh no, I'm cool, like I don't want that. I wasn't throwing up. I never threw up this pregnancy at all so far. And that lasted for like a week or two, and I did look hella drained. Like, I looked super drained to me. I was like, my mom was like, you look like shit. And I was like, I know. I was like, I don't know, I'm tired. I feel drained, and like I don't feel like eating like just anything. Like, you know, there would be certain things I wanted to eat, that's it, that I would eat. Like, not too much flavor. I didn't want no flavor. Don't give me no flavor. I don't want flavor. I don't want no flavors. And then it went away, and then I was fine. And now I'm gonna go with 19 weeks. That's what I'm going off of, 19 weeks. Which I have my, what is it, anatomy scan? Is that what it's called? Anatomy scan. My 20-something week scan in like a couple weeks. So I guess we're going to see how far I am. So I guess once I get that done, I can share with you guys how far I actually am, or how big the baby is. I did find out what I'm having on accident, because I did do all my blood work, guys. I will talk about that video too. I'll make a different video for that one, because then we'll be here all day. I'll talk about that later. But I did find out because of blood work stuff or whatever. I'll talk about all those tests because I know there's people that don't take certain tests, or they won't take tests, or you know, they will or whatever. I'll talk about that. And yeah, so here we are. We're in the second trimester, so I've never gotten this far before, so it's crazy to me because now I have started to, not a lot though, feel like movements, but it doesn't really move a lot. She like, it just like, I don't know, I really don't know, you know, like the flutters or whatever. This baby is super freaking chill, you guys. Like, okay, can I tell you guys something? Because I saw a post that says, please do not brag about your easy pregnancies. I was like, excuse me? I'm gonna do it because I'm sorry, I've been pregnant 3 times now. I didn't make it this far, the other 2. You know what I mean? Like, I lost both of them, obviously. And like, I'm finally like this far along, so I have the right to brag about whatever like I'm feeling, because you know what I mean? Like, it's a blessing. And I was like, I don't stay here and tell people like, don't post your pregnancies because they make me depressed, you know, or because they remind me of whatever. And I'm like, no, like, everybody has a right, because it literally is a miracle, because I'm like, girl, just to stay pregnant is a freaking miracle. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? So I'm like, no, like, everybody has a right to talk about what they want to. If they want to share they're pregnant, they have the right to do so. If they want to talk about like, they literally didn't even feel pregnant, like, go ahead, girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, like, fucking you know what I mean? Because every pregnancy is different, and that's okay, because I mean, that's how people learn about things. You know what I mean? Like, you might have like the easiest situation ever, and you know what I mean, or you might be like sick all the time, or that's how I thought I was gonna be. I thought I was gonna be sick, girl. But I'm thankful that I'm like, okay, I haven't gotten sick, my feet don't swell, and I obviously, like, those 2 other pregnancies, like my first one, my feet would swell up a lot, and I'm like, that doesn't seem normal. My feet would swell up a lot, and they would hurt, like my legs would hurt a lot. I would crave a lot of french fries. The first one, I threw up like once. The second one the second one was, I did throw up a couple times. I had heartburn like crazy. That's about it. And that was all in the beginning. That was all like 13 weeks before, you know. And so now I'm like, okay, well, I'm just chilling here. Like, I feel great. Not to put it in anybody's face, or not to, like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I just feel great. I have energy. Yeah, but I do feel tired though. I feel like I do have to sleep longer. I don't take any naps, and I feel like this past week there was like 2 days I had to take a nap, because I was like, girl, I need to take a nap. And so that's about it though. And then other than that, I'm just like, I'm cool. I just get tired faster now, and drink lots of water, and that's it. And I can't do a lot of stuff, which is annoying to me, because I'm like, but I still try to do my own stuff, because I'm like, I'm so independent. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to depend on anybody to help me, because I'm like, I don't have time for y'all. You know what I mean? So, because I hate waiting on people to help, you know? And I'm like, no. I'll figure it out myself. Like, I won't get hurt. I'll figure it out myself. But yeah. And that's it, you guys. If you guys have any questions or concerns or suggestions, like, I'm willing to hear them. Like, I've been looking up, I do want to take, I'll talk about that in another video, like some classes I want to take, and like what I'm doing, and like things that I want to get after birth and stuff like that. So I'm just still trying to figure out everything, you know, because I've never gotten this far, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. And it's the whole scary thing. Like, I don't know if I even should plan anything, or if I shouldn't, or if like this or that, or if I should even, like, you know, it's so many things. But so far we're like really happy. And yeah, so yeah, if you guys have any suggestions that you did, that you're like, I did this and I thought it was like a great investment, or I thought it was like great for this or great for that, let me know. Tell me your stories. I don't know, like, share with me, let me know something, ask me, comment something, I don't share, I don't know where. But yes, so this is my rainbow child, which stay very positive and just try to do everything that I can, you know, and hopefully child will be here next year. Will be here. Not no hopefully, you gotta stay positive. We'll be here next year. So stay tuned for more videos, you guys. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. And I will be posting more like pregnancy videos if y'all want. But I will be talking about other stuff too. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to y'all guys later. Bye.